Hello and welcome to the last podcast of 2017 that you'll ever hear. No, that's not the case. This is the NSK's PV Power Hour, brought to you by NewSchoolCotton.com for December 30th, day before the eve of... See, last week's was eve of Christmas Eve, and this is the eve of New Year's Eve. Welcome. My name is Yoshi, and I'm joined, as always, by Charlie Draco Cowden.
Yup. Yeah, I mean, it could technically be the last podcast of 2017 that they ever hear.
Yeah. Not in a bad way. We're not saying you guys are gonna, have go deaf or worse, but I'm just saying,
No,
the world might end.
Well, 2017 is gonna end.
No, that's true. There you go. That's the right way to look at it. I went way too dark on that one. So we're gonna. This is the greatest lineup of PVs we're ever gonna talk about for 2017. No, that's not even the case for even 2017. I think we've had better weeks, but we'll let you guys be the judge of it, and we'll let you guys know how we feel about it in a very honest and candid and probably judgmental, exaggerated way of speaking, like I do. First up, Hime Kyun Fruit Can, stand up. Not the what is that? Ludacris song? Is that Ludacris? I think it's Ludacris. Yeah.
Not sure.
Yeah. Stand up with 2 exclamation points, because you can never have enough exclamation points in Japanese idol pop songs.
They should have had 5.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. What is that group? Peen? Remember that group Peen? There were 6 I's. It was P I-I-I-I-I-I-N, and I had to, like, highlight it and count each one with, like, one eye closed, but thankfully I only had to make sure there was only 2, so. Hime Kyun Fruit Can are back with new members. Completely new members.
All of them?
All of them. They kicked every single one from the first generation. Yeah.
I watched this and I'm like, there's way more members here.
Yeah. Was it like 4 or 5 people before? So
yeah, I think they're at the end before the reformation, I guess. There were like 3.
Right. So like a member left, and then it was just a gradual disintegration of the group. So they're like, you know what, fuck it, we'll just scrap everyone and just start fresh, and this is the result. Here is that now they're, 7, 8 members?
So, something like that.
Yeah, and they're all, much younger than the previous members, because, you always have to have fresh, young idols. That's just the nature of the industry, unfortunately. So...
Yeah, the last set of members were getting up in the, 20s?
Yeah,
I think
so. Yep. I think they're all in like early mid-20s.
So, I could see that.
Yep. And Hime Kyun Fruit Can never really did it for me, because I thought their vocals were really, really rough. And, I'm, I guess, a hypocrite for saying, or judging idol vocals when a lot of idols just cannot sing to save their life. But Hime Kyun specifically, the way they recorded it, the way they sounded, it sounded off-key and just powerless. I think they sort of addressed that by going this young-sounding, more poppy-sounding vocal styles that a lot of other idol groups use, where it's lacking that personality or, like, distinguishable voice, but it doesn't sound bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Might be a me thing, but that's what I noticed.
Yeah, no, I can see that. But I don't know that I like it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that style, so I just think it's more palatable. Not saying it's much better. I can stomach it a little more.
Easier to listen to, anyway.
Yeah.
This song is, I don't know, it's very disjointed, chaotic. hard to concentrate on it.
Yeah.
The You got like this really good drum riff in the or guitar riff in the chorus, and
Hmm.
then you get a drum. Hell, it could be a drum solo over the top of it where you can barely hear the guitar.
Hmm.
So it's like, it's just very disjointed. And not, I don't know. It feels very amateur,
Yeah.
not well put together.
I mean, I think that was just the drum fill that you're speaking of. I think I don't think they actually had like a solo that
No, no, they didn't. That's just
wasn't
it.
like a Tommy Lee Motley Crue like spinning the drum set upside down solo or anything.
No,
So,
no, because well, it wasn't a solo anyway, because they were singing on top of it.
right. It's just a fill that was just
It's
aggressive.
it's just the way they recorded it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
think the guitar is literally the weakest instrument here.
but it's probably the more interesting instrument.
I think the drumming is good though. I like the fills. It's aggressive and powerful. The way
I'm
they
not.
recorded it was fine.
Yeah, I think the way they recorded the drums is fine, but the way they mixed it is not.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just it's very disjointed, disconnected. Doesn't feel well produced.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't really see that. I think it's for me. I think it's pretty cohesive. I just it like some of the parts remind me of certain like pop punk metal or hardcore punk that I've listened to in the past. Like
Yeah.
bands like God, what is that fucking band's name? I listened to them the other day and I completely drawing a blank. But Set Your Goals. The bridge sounds like a Set Your Goals song. Parts of it sound like Set Your Goals. So I feel like they had a very specific influence. Um, but trying to pull that off in idle pop is, I think, quite difficult. And I do think the melody is pretty solid. I think it's decently catchy. It's just, yeah, I think it's lacking something for sure.
Yeah, I don't feel the melody at all.
Yeah,
The beat's not too bad. The rhythm's not bad, but other than that, it's very yeah. It's not put together well for me.
I think it's just so weakly sung
That's
that
part of it.
it's hard to tell where the melody is, like where the hook is.
Yeah,
But I think it is there. There is something there to get latched onto, but um, it's definitely weak vocally. So
yeah. Oh, those visuals.
I mean, it's black and white. I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's anything objectionable.
It well, they needed a grayer background. Um, the girls look extremely pale.
Right.
There's way too much lighting on them.
They blend into the background.
Yeah, if it wasn't for their hair, they would.
Right.
So it's very blah. It's very pasty. It's like looking at vampires.
Yeah, it's
There's no
it's
skin
not
tone.
even like black and white. You would think isn't that difficult to pull off, but I don't think it looks that great. It's kind of a weird thing. I feel like you can do black and white better.
Oh yeah, you can. If
Yeah.
they used a grayer background with the lighting that they have, the girls would stand out more, but they'd
Yeah.
still look pale and washed out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could definitely do it better. Um, I don't care for the massive flashes of pick me up and Hime Kyun glasses.
I think it's okay. It adds something to a
Yeah,
boring PV.
but I just don't like the way it flashes. I don't like the speed of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and some of the I don't know, some of the transitions, the scenes they pick to use don't feel right. The, a lot of them are well, it's not even that they're offset. They're not in different positions. It's just the shadowing of the wording makes it look like it's in a different position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that really throws my eyes off. There in the stand up ones there are a few where they switch members, so it is different positioning, and that one I actually prefer because it is a drastic difference in
Well, I mean, a lot
positioning
of the movement comes from,
transitions.
just editing, right?
Yeah.
They're like someone's editing the video and like they take the video clip and they're shaking it up and down, so it's just like twitching.
Well, it's not even that. It's just that they're switching between the two shots. They recorded the PV twice, once with the black glasses and once with the white ones, and they're just transitioning between the two shots really quickly, so it looks like they're moving
Oh yeah.
because the white looks higher because of the shadowing,
Mm. Yeah.
or maybe it was shot at a slightly different angle or something. But yeah, it's all just video effects.
Yep. It's a plain PV, so there's
hmm
really not much to
I,
nitpick anymore, I don't think.
especially being new members, I don't think black and white was a good choice to go
No,
with.
it's not. It's never the right choice for a group they're trying to establish with new members.
Yeah, that just doesn't work, and it
Yeah.
feels old.
Yeah.
That was the other thing I had. It just feels old. It doesn't feel new and fresh, or even just refreshing. It's just, eh,
All right. Anything else on this?
no.
Rate it.
I think I ragged on it enough. I'll give the PV a. I'm gonna give it a 50. It's not good. You don't get good shots of the members. The choice of black and white was terrible. Yeah, the video's not good. The song I'll give a 67. It's okay, but it's not very cohesive for me.
I'll give the PV a 63. I think it's shot okay, but the black and white I don't think necessarily looks good, and it's really plain and boring. So, but I don't think it's as bad as I don't feel it's bad as you make it out to be. Um, it's not great for sure.
I got tired of watching it after the first
No,
song.
I am too, for sure. I'm
I
never gonna watch this PV again.
It was distracting trying to watch this and listen to the song at the same time.
Yep.
So I just stopped watching it.
I'll give the song a 73. I think this direction is more interesting for me than previous Hime Kyun renditions. I think their music never really clicked with me. I think the vocals were weaker than this, which is saying something. And yeah, it just never did it for me. So I'd rather see them go in this direction. So more in the pop route. I'm okay with it. It's Hime Kyun Fruit Can. Stand up. Next up, Cyber. Hello, new generation.
Which new generation are we talking about here?
Um, is there a generation after millennials now, or is that not a thing yet?
Um, Probably
Is it Generation Z or something?
W. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, Cyber added some new members, which I think we talked about when we talked about the Chinese restaurant PV.
Mm-hmm.
So now this PV is taking place in a school, and they're all wearing school outfits, and I don't know exactly what the hell is going on, but it's like a laser light show in the background, sort of reminiscent of Safe a Mannequin, and I don't know. The lyrics mention something about like asking a teacher for something. No, it's not partition love, you sick fucks. But they're asking the teacher like, "Hey, sensei, what is X?" I don't think it's sexual in nature, but it might be. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there's some context as to the school setting because they do mention teachers in the song. So
Yeah, I heard that in there,
yeah,
but I didn't pay that much attention to the lyrics in this one.
Yeah.
The lyrics for me were probably, well, not the lyrics, but the singing was probably the weakest thing for me in this.
I mean, it's a You Know Me track, so, you know, he's gotta do
Oh,
his You Know Me shit.
oh, I did not pay attention to that, but yeah,
Come
that makes
on, like,
sense.
every You Know Me song is this.
Yeah, no, when you say that, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and he does all the cyber songs, so.
Okay. Okay.
So, it's him just rubbing his taint all over, your toast that you're about to eat. Yep.
Ew.
That's duck
Oh.
butter for you. So
Ugh.
people like him, I guess. Not my favorite music producer. I don't really his sounds don't resonate with me, and a lot of his melodies sound very samey. So
Yeah, they're very well. It's got a very simple rhythm to it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean this half the song is a drop basically. So like there's no chorus, it's just a drop, and then the members like dance. So
Yeah. I enjoyed the instrumentals on this one.
yeah, it's not as aggressively You Know Me as his other ones.
I found even though it's a very simple beat and simple rhythm, I found it to be very addictive,
Yeah, I think this
very
is a
catchy.
fine song. It's not incredible, but I think it's fine. I would listen to it.
Um, Especially they set out the beat with the clapping at the very start. It's a very simple rhythm, but I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the transitions of the sounds that he
Yeah,
used in this one. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, the vocals are that whispery, airy stuff that I don't care for too much.
I also think how many members are there? Five now? Yeah, five
Something like
members.
that.
Like three out of the five or four out of the five
Six.
sound exactly the same.
There's 6 members.
Yeah, like the tall girl with the short hair, her voice stands out because it's like different. It sounds like huskier or like raspier.
Yeah.
But everyone else, they sing the same exact way and they sound the exact same, and it's kind of boring in a way.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. I, I'd have to pay more attention to their exact people singing to
Yeah,
really argue that out, and I haven't. So, but yeah, it very much feels like it's could be one person singing it.
yeah. It's just the singing style, I think, is what
Yeah,
makes it all mesh together.
yeah.
But yeah, this PV, I guess we got sidetracked. I sidetracked us into the song, but the PV is like really nicely shot, and I think the members all look unique and different, which is nice, considering I don't really know like
Anyone?
basically anyone but the two members that I'm familiar from Cyber, except for the third member that I never learned the name of, because it's fucking insane name probably. But I don't know any of the new members' names.
I don't know
Um,
any of their names off the top of my head.
like
So
the center girl is like Rina Hamu or something. Her name is Ham, but Rena in the front. Rena Ham.
okay,
And then the girl with the longer hair is Mashiro, because every girl in a alternative idol group is named Mashiro for some reason.
because they have white hair.
Maybe. No, but this girl doesn't have white hair though.
Uh,
That's just her name. And
uh,
she did the Gravure contest thing, and she did okay, I think. She has a photo book out. So, yeah, I think the members all look really good here. I think it's shot nicely. It features the members really well, but it's really dark and not all that fun to look at. It's just kind of depressing, which is, I guess, the point they're going for. But
wow, you're not joking when you say these names are like really weird.
yeah, I don't even know the new members' names, but I remember the third member's name was ridiculous, and I never learned it.
Ichigo Rinahamu,
Right, Rena Ham. Yeah, Ham.
uh, Koinu Mata Pochi,
That's the third girl that I was thinking of. Yes.
Suzukawa Mashido. That's like
Mashiro.
the most normal one there.
That's yeah, but Mashiro is not an actual
Oh,
person name.
name.
That's
Yeah.
an anime name.
That's a color.
That's a cosplay name.
um, then there's Natan Kotomushi with a
Great,
C.
wonderful.
Um, Yamai Yume Yami.
God damn it.
Try saying that one fast. Jesus. And then Fujishiro Anna. Okay, there's the
That's
normal one.
normal. So basically, their naming conventions are similar to what Bish's naming convention is.
Yeah, weird.
Nonsensical.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's pretty solid, and I think it's cohesive. The song matches the visuals in the PV, but I do think the PV's kind of lacking in terms of intrigue.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot to maintain interest in the PV.
Yeah.
There's is this one I'm thinking of? No, this isn't it, is it? Yeah. Yeah. There's no drama in this. It's just like, hey, we're in the school. Let's have a dance party.
Yep. And it's not. It doesn't even look like a fun dance party.
Yeah.
It's like the saddest like group of emo kids that I used to hang out with. They're
Yeah.
just sitting there popping caffeine pills. No, you know what? They're not even popping caffeine pills in this. They're just
No.
sitting there eating like I don't know, nerds or fucking Reese's peanut butter cups and just feeling bad about themselves.
Lemon drops.
Yeah, some sort of candy.
It does have a bit of a melancholy feel to it,
Yeah, it just feels sad.
but
I mean, it's fine. That's what they're going for. So.
yeah, it's very cohesive.
Yep.
It's well put together.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
No.
Rate it.
I will give the song a 79. It's not quite an 80 plus there, but it's pretty good. I enjoyed this one. The PV I'll give a 70. It's all right. It at least shows the members in a good light.
I'll give the PV a 75. They made the members look really good. All the members are really attractive. That's a huge plus. You know, as shallow as it may sound, you know, we're partially here because of that, and I'm
Mm.
not afraid to admit it. But yeah, they all look really good and makes me want to follow them until I listen to their music. Their music just doesn't really do it for me. It's not my kind of music. I do think this song is good. It's the best one I've heard in
Yeah.
probably since Tetote earlier this year. So, yeah, I'll give it a 77. It's pretty catchy. So, Cyber, Hello New Generation. Next up, our solo idol queen, Kikkawa You. Distortion.
So this is Michitomo,
Right. He does a lot of Hello Project stuff.
and I'm pretty sure he's done quite a bit of Kikkawa You stuff.
I think he has, yeah.
So this song's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but I don't think it matches Kikkawa You.
What does? Okay.
I think
What?
cute, straightforward idol pop matches Kikkawa Yu's voice. Talking strictly voice here.
Okay.
She has this high-pitched, airy kind of sound. I don't think it works for melancholy stuff like this. It's a little more down and emotional. I think
Yeah.
her best stuff has always been when she's doing like the cute idol shit, which is like Kikkawa You. You know, her first two singles, Happy Duppy Sunrise, like those were great because I think those songs matched her vocally. I don't think this song matches her voice at all.
So doing stuff more like Muto Ayami did.
I don't know what Mutoyami's done since
She
Parallel
had.
World.
She hasn't done anything.
Right, well, I don't know anything she's done except for Parallel World.
Oh, okay.
because I've listened to her album a couple times and I enjoyed it, but I don't remember what it sounded like.
Uh, More like 80s or late 90s. Some of the mid 2000s idol pop stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Very. Yeah.
I just I think Kikkawa You is going through an identity crisis. You know, she never really caught on. You know,
Yeah,
and I just think her management just has no idea what to do with her, so they're just throwing ideas out and seeing if it sticks or what would stick.
but the last, like, what, 2 or 3 singles, including this one, have had a similar feel to them.
I mean, it was written by what's his name, Sakurai Kenta, the guy who does Maison Book Girl. Like his songs and like I don't know. This song was also not this one, but the next one we're talking about was
Mm-hmm.
actually written by Omori Seiko and arranged by Sakurai Kenta. So like they're getting people that are talented, clearly, but I don't think any of it makes sense for her.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
No,
I
I
just
I
think
agree.
this is weird.
I thought this song worked okay. Um, I think you're right though that more poppy, upbeat, um, would work better with her, especially after listening to the next song. Uh, um, but this one worked
You know,
okay.
you know what though? Like I'm listening to the chorus and seeing, like, hearing how high she goes in the chorus. It sounds like it almost sounds like Matsura Aya at points.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like just give her songs that sound like Matsura Aya songs, where it's cute, poppy, bubblegumish.
Jazzy.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Like anything that's more poppy than this. This is like a very straightforward, melancholy J-pop song or a J-rock song. You know.
Yeah. Um, I can't think of the title of that freaking song now. The love letter one from Matsuda.
I don't remember.
Um, the only one I can think of right off the top of my head is Love Nomino. I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of.
I'll 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 let her sing any Matsura Aya kind of songs, and I think it would work better.
Um,
Like
yeah.
Who does this target? Is my question, right? Who is looking for this from an idol or a solo singer? It's not overly ballady. It's not overly poppy. It's just like right in the middle, and just it's there. You know,
Yeah. Oh God.
feels like a B side.
You know, now that you mentioned Matsuda Aya, yeah, I could see her doing that.
I might okay. I'm not going crazy, right? Like her voice actually, when she sings high, it reminds me of Matsura Aya. I haven't listened to Matsura Aya in a long time, but I feel like that's her voice when
Yeah,
she goes high.
I haven't either because yeah, no, I'm trying to think of like I'm putting it more into the next song than this song, but
Yeah,
like yeah, Much a Holiday.
yeah,
I could see her
classic.
doing that.
Yeah, I think her voice would suit that. But hey, what do I know? I'm not the one, you know, producing, you know, a very attractive and clearly talented girl who can only manage 4,000 views in 5 days. So
And only
what do I know?
12,000 subscribers.
Yeah, like I feel like I
No,
could probably do a semi decent job.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
It's super weird, and this PV is just as weird. What the fuck is this PV?
I don't know. What's this? What's the next one? I mean, either
Yeah,
one
it
of them,
leads. The crazy thing is, it leads into the next one. What the
which
fuck?
is even more confusing.
Yeah, it makes no sense. She's like a hitchhiker with like a leather jacket, and she just she's sightseeing and like being cold and eating udon and playing video games at an arcade. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, and why is her sign in English when they're clearly in Japan?
Right. It's like, I'm going north, guys. Like, who is gonna stop for you? It's just a sign that says north.
I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, you're hitchhiking, but you generally stand on the same side of the road when you're hitchhiking that you're traveling. So,
Well, you also have like a general thing like that you're trying to look for, right? Or unless she's like a drifter that's like, oh, I'll let the world take me where it wants me to go or some shit, right? But like if
yeah,
you're an actual hitchhiker, you have an idea where you want to go. You want to go to the northwest. You want to go to the northeast. You want to go to New York. You want to go to New Jersey. You want to go to Florida for
yeah,
God knows what reason. But, there are specific places you have in mind that you want to
L.A.
go. Yeah, LA. I want to go to LA. I want to be an actress in LA, because I want to make it big or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's just I want to go north and play video games at an arcade.
Well, I don't think she wanted to go north to play at video games,
I mean,
but
to me, at the end of this PV feels
yeah,
like that was her goal was I'm gonna go
yeah,
eat some noodles and play arcade games.
yeah. It did. It's just I
It's
kind of felt
confusing.
like, oh, I'm not getting anywhere and it's night and I'm cold and I need to eat.
Yeah, I guess so, but
And
then
then she
it
walks
goes.
out and there's the car and it's like, oh, did this guy see her at some point and come back or what?
Yeah, it's
But
a fucking Rolls Royce. What the fuck?
yeah, yeah, it's a nice car. It's like something you would rent for prom or
It's
something.
insane. This thing
It's
is
a
insane.
nice car.
Yeah.
And she's just staring into the hood emblem and you see her reflection.
None of this makes sense whatsoever. The second PV does not explain it any better either.
No, no. You watch this one, and then when you realize that the second PV is literally dovetailed directly into the ending of this one, you're thinking, okay, they're gonna, explain the story.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
not at all.
Fucking montages is what we get. Fucking no sense.
Yeah, no. You don't even get a shot with her driving in the car.
No. That's the crazy part. Is like she's clearly in different locations, but they never show her like getting into a car to see that she's actually traveling. It's almost as
Or,
if she's just walking.
yeah, well, I think that's what they're trying to portray.
But then
But,
why hitchhike then? Just fucking
well,
walk.
she's trying to get farther than she can walk in a day. But she can't get a ride, so she ends up, walking to this place or that place or whatever. But it's like, okay, then show her walking. Don't just jump cut it to the next place.
Right. It's just, oh, I'm in this location now, by the way. It's like, oh, okay. So you just somehow ended up in a place that looks like, rural New York.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, okay, cool.
it just. Uh,
Makes no sense. Can you rate this so we can talk about the next one real quick?
yeah, I mean, she looks good in it.
That's never an issue with Kikkawa You.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
be
like
real. That's the only constant.
that's like the only pro of the entire video.
Yeah.
Um, I give it a 60. It's not a complete fail, but it's almost there for the video. The song, I enjoyed this song. All right, I'll give it a 76.
I'll give the PV a 50. It makes no sense, and the second PV doesn't explain it. Song, I'll give a 72. I do think the main hook is pretty good, but I just think everything else is pretty lackluster, and I don't think this kind of song is Kikkawa You style. Alright, next up is Tokime Tanoni Through. Got mesmerized, but never mind is the wonderful translation. And
Uh,
let's keep talking about the PV, I guess.
okay. So she walks up to a car and apparently gets taken to a warehouse
Yep.
or a hangar, I guess. I
Yep.
don't know.
And
The end.
and she's literally just singing in front of the car, the Rolls Royce or whatever the fuck luxury car it is. I think it's a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, it is.
And she's just posing in front of it and singing in front of it, and that's basically it. And then everything
Yeah.
else is like cuts from her previous like PV where it's like the journey of, hey, this is how I got here. But
Yeah.
then it's like, what did you get to? This is a fucking hangar with a luxury car, just one single luxury car. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I have no
Ugh,
clue. I mean, yeah, that and that's it. That's the end.
that's it. Instagram
Except,
filtered shots inserted.
yeah,
That's it.
except for the one shot where the car pulls out from behind her and she goes, "Oh no!" It looks sad.
They don't explain who drove the car, who picked her up, why she's at the hangar. Nothing.
Nope. I guess there is one shot of her in the car.
Right, but who's driving? Why did they pick her up? Why did they drop her off at a hangar? Like what?
I don't know.
Yeah, just doesn't make any sense.
No, no. This PV is definitely a fail.
Yep, it's actually worse than the previous PV
Yeah, yeah.
somehow.
Because they got really lazy
Yep.
and couldn't afford the, insurance, so they couldn't drive the car very far.
Did a
I don't know.
professional driver or someone from the dealership
Yeah,
drive it out?
I. It does feel that way. It's like, okay, we got this car for 37 minutes. Let's go. This is what we got.
The budget went entirely to renting the Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
That could have been used for something else to make a
Yep.
more interesting PV or pay someone else to make more interesting songs in my taste.
Yep.
Because this song is written by Omori Seiko, but arranged by Sakurai Kenta, like I mentioned earlier. Sakurai Kenta, he's the producer for Maison Book Girl, and this is
Yep.
what his second or third song that he's done for Kikkawa You, and they
Second, at
base
least.
yeah they basically been Maison Book Girl, same instrumentals, same everything. The only difference is that there's no crazy time signatures. They're not trying to play, you know, some wacky shit with the times. They're not trying to be offbeat or whatever. This is a
Yeah.
straightforward pop song written by Sakurai Kenta with Maison Book Girl instrumentals, which has always been my biggest complaint about Maison Book Girl. So you can imagine how I feel about this.
And there's some interesting play with the instrumentals, but not enough to save the song. And I also don't feel like he captured the feel that Seiko is going for with him.
Right.
I feel they're far too upbeat and airy and poppy for what Seiko wanted the actual song to be.
I think I would have rather just had Omori Siko do the instrumentals.
Yeah, yeah. The way Kikkawa You sings it is very upbeat and poppy. The instrumentals are very upbeat and poppy. They got a really, uh, good feeling to them. And the lyrics seem to be more of the somber, wistful
Hmm.
feeling to them. So I don't feel like this is a very well put together song.
Yeah, it's a weird package, but I think this upbeat singing style fits her way better. Like this is
Yeah,
way more to Kikayu's strengths.
yeah. No, I think she does well doing it,
Yep.
but I don't think the song is put together the way it should be.
Yep. I agree.
So it comes off being very, I don't know, it comes off very weird to me. It
I think
just
you could have just given it a basic, straightforward idol pop instrumental and
I
call it a day, and it would have been fine.
I think the instrumentals for Distortion fit better with the lyrics for this
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
More somber feeling to them,
All right.
but with a slightly more airy feel where they're a little more wistful, like
Well, I think just
looking
swapping
towards
the
the future.
instrumentals would have been fine. Just taking
Yeah,
the acoustic sounding
probably.
instrumentals from Distortion, putting it here, and then taking Maison Book Girl's, stupid ass synth instrumentals. I'm sorry, no offense to Maison Book Girl or Sakurai Kenta, but I think that sound could have been way better using Distortion, where it was more of a somber feel, and I think that tone is what Maison Book Girl does really well. So I would think it would fit better.
Yeah, but this doesn't have that somber feel to
No,
it.
it doesn't. That's why I think regular ass instrumentals acoustic instrumentals would have been fine here.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. This is like, oh, hey, here's the lyrics and here's the song, and some third party put them all together.
Oh, God. Kikkawa Yu's debut and follow ups were so strong, and I'm just so sad about where she is now. I'm just so disappointed.
Yeah.
She deserves so much better than this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go watch her other PVs now.
Maybe she should go to Korea. She'd probably have better luck
Yeah, she might.
under some other company.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who her management is. I don't know if it's Hello
Is it
Project
Universal? Well, her label's Universal.
Yeah, I don't know who.
Or it was Universal.
Yeah, it still is Universal Music.
Right.
But I don't know if she's under Hello Project still, or if she's
I
under a
think she
different
still
agency.
is typically, not typically, she is basically under Hello Project still.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I don't think Hello Project or Upfront knows what to do with her.
Yeah. I don't think they care either.
Okay, so how is her associated act Milky Way? Oh, I guess she was in Milky Way.
Alright. You want to rate it?
Sure, why not? I'll give the PV a 22.
Okay.
To the head.
Oh, God.
God, the PV sucks. The song. This is not a cohesive song for me. I'm gonna give it a 58. It's not. It's not right.
I'll give the PV a 40. It's not. It's actually somehow worse than Distortion and boring. Song I will give 63, 64, 62. It's not catchy. At least Distortion was somewhat catchy, but not Tokime Tano ni Through by Kikkawa You. Alright, next up, LinQ. Shitsuden Photograph. I haven't talked about LinQ in forever.
Yeah, I kind of wasn't sure they were still around.
Yeah, they went to Avex and died, basically.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of an accurate statement.
AFX does that to a lot of groups.
Yeah, they do. They truly do. So LinQ, they're back, and this is a very how do you say, straightforward, standard, idol everything song and PV.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the PV first. It's, Shitsuden is heartbreak, so the members are, sad over a breakup or, being rejected by a crush or a lover. And that's basically the entire PV, is just each member in a specific location just looking sad, and at the end they cry.
Yeah, it kind of. I don't know. I'm not going to say it shows off their individual interests, but it kind of makes it look that way.
Right.
Um,
I mean, I'm not sure if Takakiyumi's actually some sort of genius programmer or whatever, but she is in front of a computer.
well, I mean, maybe she's not programming. I don't know.
I don't know.
Did they
The way she looked, she pretended to type, did not look like someone who spent that much time in front of a keyboard. So
Yeah. I still kind of wonder who the dude is.
you're more interested in the dude than the members.
No,
I mean, that's sort
He
of how
is a
boring this
member.
PV is.
but it is a member. I think that's.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I think talking about some random dude in the background or something.
No, I think it's actually a member. I don't
Oh, the
think it is
short-haired member?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a dude. I mean, in
Yeah,
one shot.
she definitely comes off as, like, ikemen,
Yeah.
cross-dressing fucking, what is that, Fudanjuku member?
Danso.
Yeah, Danso. Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody but the members in the video.
Yeah. That's what I was like, okay, I guess you saw a dude in the back or something that had
No.
an interesting look to him or something, but yeah.
And I don't
Uh,
remember any dudeish Danso girls in
yeah, the
Blink
thing with
previously.
LinQ is that there's so many members, or I don't know what their setup is now, but there
I
used
don't
to be
either.
so many members and they used to do like a Senbatsu thing, so
Yeah.
there usually wasn't like a consistent outside of like the front members, there wasn't like a consistent like group.
Yeah, there
So
was
every
like
time I watch a LinQ PV, I'm like, okay, who the hell is that?
there were at one point it was like 3 or 4 members that were like uh top seven that were the consistent members.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of AKB terms and I'm failing miserably. But
Oh,
other than that,
Shichi, Kami 7.
yeah, Kami
There you
Seven.
go. I will say Shichifukujin, like, for Nogizaka, but yeah.
Holy Jesus, they've got a massive list of former members.
Yeah,
Of course, they got a massive list of members too.
right. Like, I don't see Himasaki Ami in here. Maybe, I don't know, she changed her look, but, like, she was one of the members that stood out early for me, but I don't recognize her in here. She, I guess, looks different.
Or
The
is
only
it?
two I recognize is, like, Araki Sakura and Takaki Yumi.
I didn't ever learn their names.
Mm-hmm.
They've only had one song I really liked, which was Garnet.
Mm-hmm.
So I never really got into Link.
So I guess like LinQ is actually just like the members you see here now.
Okay.
I think everything else is like a side business, or not. Okay, they're all gone basically. Okay, so LinQ is just this now. It's not like a fucking 50 member thing with like a Senbatsu like they used to be.
Okay.
So
Oh
I guess
well.
that's Avex and them
Yeah.
downsizing.
Yeah. I mean, okay, that makes at least makes it easier.
Yeah.
There's no lady in quality,
Yep.
which was kind of weird for team names.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey,
I
we're
got
ladies and we're quality.
all right. Like there's someone named she was one of the most pushed members, Amano Natsu. She was the short-haired girl.
Mm.
If you watched early or semi-recent Link PVs, you would recognize her. But yeah, she's gone. So
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I kind of thought Link was one of the revolving door groups.
yeah,
Sadly.
I mean, it's just quantity, right? At
Yeah.
a certain point.
Yep. Love in Q shoe.
Yep.
Uh, the the cringe levels and the cheese levels on some of the idol groups out there.
Like who?
Link.
What makes you
There,
cringe about them?
it's love in Q, as in the letter
Oh,
Q,
oh,
and then
okay.
shoe. Yeah, so it's like,
Yep.
oh, yay.
Yeah.
But whatever.
That's Japan for you. So.
Tells you how
Uh,
interesting this package is that we're sitting here talking about. Stuff
yeah, I
not.
mean, but has always had some following. It's just they're under Avex now and they got butchered.
Mm-hmm.
So not
And
like quality wise. I'm talking like the group got butchered literally.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah. I
like
mean,
a regular ass idol group now.
they got almost 14,000 views. So
Yeah, it's okay. But I feel like all those fans in Fukuoka that they catered to, they're probably really pissed
probably.
because they took their homegrown group and just fucking gutted them and just gave them like basic ass songs. So this song is
Mm,
super AKB. Just saying.
yeah, I would not call Link even like close to Gem.
They're completely different, I think. LinQ
Yeah,
wasn't a performance-focused group. They were about promoting Fukuoka region or the Kyushu region,
yeah,
and they were about being a regional group. And Avex has completely stripped that away from them.
yeah, and I don't think they did songs like Jim did
No, the
either.
the songs are completely different. Yeah, a
So
lot. Some of the gems, not gem Link songs were very goofy and fun. I don't think Gem does
yeah,
goofy and fun really.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess Do You Believe is kind of goofy, but
Yeah,
it's more so because they crap. They tell you to crap your hands. So, um, yeah, this is like it sounds like AKB. It sounds like an AKB song,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's nothing wrong with that. I think it's somewhat catchy.
yeah.
I wouldn't listen to it all the time, but it's okay.
It's a. I watched the video for the top 100 songs of 2017 according to the
Okay.
Oricon.
Okay. Sales wise?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
this fits up there with the top like 20.
Are you
Sadly,
serious?
yeah.
How?
The top 20 were AKB, Nogizaka, Keyakizaka, and
Okay.
like
Okay. Idol
Adachi.
songs, right?
Yeah, well, it was J-pop.
That doesn't make any sense. There's no way Link is outselling
They're
the
not.
billion other. So
They're not.
how would they be in the top 20?
I'm not saying they're in the top 20. I'm saying the song sounds like it was from the top 20.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
When you got AKB was like the top four, and then
Yeah.
you had Nogizaka with like four songs, and Keyakizaka with like two in a row, and then Adachi was like four in the top 15. And they pretty much all produce songs that are similar to this.
Yep. Yeah. It's very standard J-pop, and
So
that's an Avex thing, I think.
apparently it's really popular in Japan, or they got a whole lot of fans that like to boost sales. I'm not sure
That's
which it is.
it's both. Like fucking influencer won the record Taisho award last night or 2 nights ago. That song is not that good.
Influencer.
Yeah, that's Keakizaka.
Okay.
You know what's a good song? Kaze ni Fukaretemo. That's a way better song. Fuck.
Uh, Keyakizaka was like ninth with the Danso song,
Right. Yeah, but record Taisho it was influencer.
which
So
I thought was okay. I can get behind that. You know.
best Keakizaka songs, Kaze ni Fukaretemo and Futari Seizon. Everything else is
Which one?
not good.
Which one was the Danso one?
That's Kaze ni Fukaretemo.
Okay, yeah, that was like ninth on
Yeah,
the top one,
that's
top
their
100.
best song.
So it's like okay, I can see that,
Yeah.
and
All right. Anything else?
I can see this song making it if they had a bigger following, but
Yeah. Hell no.
they don't. So
They're not Exile or Johnny's or AKB. So
or Adachi,
that's Johnny's.
yeah. I mean the PV. It's got that dream sparkly filter on it. I'll give the PV like it's a 75. It's average. The song, I'll give it a 77. It's a little better than average.
I'll give the PV a 70. It has a weird indie feel to it, which I'm trying to understand. I guess it's
Mm-hmm.
the lighting and the way it's shot, but it just feels really indie for some reason. And, considering they're under probably the biggest record label in Japan, it's kind of
Next,
weird.
next to like what King Records and
Yeah. I mean, just by having Exile is enough to make you the number one, I think. So it's kind of weird. All the money went to Exile. Unfortunately, Link didn't get that money because
NSK.
that SK, what is it, fucking Futari influencer, that wasn't a very interesting PV.
No.
Forgot what that song was called. We talked about it like last week. I completely forgot what that song was called already.
Yeah. Sad,
So
isn't it?
yeah, that's how forgettable it was. Um, I gave the PV a 70 song. I'll give a 75. I think it's pretty standard, average, and decently catchy. So yeah, it's not bad.
Uh,
It's LinQ Student Photograph.
Apparently their last single was EGID Man Go.
No, 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 no.
Couldn't have been that.
That's we talked about that. There's a banana bikini PV, and we talked about it last week. It was the one where they're in a house and they're like, "We're celebrating 50 years of
Oh,
SKE."
yeah, the 10th year anniversary one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the song title, but we had another 48 to talk about. STFU 48. Kurayami.
Cry me a freaking river. Oh.
I mean, they are riding bicycles next to a body of water, so
Yeah.
you can do that if you want. So yeah,
Yeah.
Stu 48, they're back with a very country ass folk song, folk pop song.
It's. Eh, I'm not feeling this song at all. This is maybe worse than Nogizaka songs for me.
Yeah, I disagree with you on that.
Why?
I think this song is actually catchy.
Really?
Yeah, I think the melody was instantly catchy. And I don't like these kinds of songs. But what I do, just like what you do, when I find these PVs and put it in the show notes to talk about for the show, I go, okay, I'm gonna listen to this a couple times without looking at the PV, so I'm not influenced by the visuals, and I did that. And even on the first listen, I was like, okay, this song is like really good. I think the melody's good. Everything else is kind of meh, but I think the chorus mainly really uplifting, really motivational. And I think what it does is melodically and rhythmically, it kind of throws you like off the loop. You think it's just gonna be like the standard ass ballad song, but like the rhythm kind of dips and comes up and it's just something I didn't expect, like melodically. So I thought it was an instantly catchy song. And I don't say that about Nogizaka songs. I don't say that about STU songs. But this one did it for me.
Yeah. This song was very forgettable for me.
Yeah. And I'm not
And
surprised. I would say most people who aren't wearing those rose tinted goggles would probably find this song to be, you know, pretty average, averagely boring in par for course. But
it's.
I
I
liked it.
don't know. I. Being a new group, I want something fresher. I want something different.
But you're asking that from a 48 group. I
Yeah,
think
I know.
that's a wrong expectation.
Yeah. But, well, that, yeah, it is. But I go into it not expecting anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's, it's AKS. You know,
Yep. It's a
that's
AKS song.
that's the feel I get from it.
How the
Or it's
fuck?
or it's a Yoshimoto as or Yasushi, not Yoshimoto.
Yoshimoto is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, that's the other AKB or AKS group. um, yeah, it's an Aki song.
I think
But why is Akata center?
I don't think she is. I think someone else is the center.
I think somebody else is supposed to be, but
I think she's like a second tier.
she
She's there for
feels
support.
she feels like she's center to me though.
I mean, she stands out easily because she's basically the only one with short hair, and
She's
they
the
give her a
only
lot
one
of
you
screen time.
recognize.
Yeah, it's the only one that we know, really, unless you actively follow Stu 48.
I yeah no. I started to at the very beginning and then it's like yeah. I it didn't last.
Yeah, and Sashi's gone. and they're not doing laundry detergent commercials anymore. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that last PV we talked about was actually for laundry detergent, but that PV was totally a laundry detergent commercial. You just needed bottles of those in the background.
Shampoo commercial.
Yeah, it just needed a bottle of liquid in the back to sell because that was totally what they were going for. And that PV sucked. And
I
we
like
all wanted it to
the
be a PUBG at the end.
yeah. Yep. I like the outfits.
I I was about to say I don't like the outfits.
They look almost denim.
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
You don't like denim?
Yeah, that looks like a Canadian wedding dress. No offense, Canadians. You know, they say like the denim look is the
Wow.
Canadian tux, right?
No, I didn't know that, but
You didn't know
okay.
that? That's like the whole
No.
joke is like if you're wearing like all denim, that's like a Canadian tux or whatever, tuxedo.
Hmm. Okay.
So since they're ladies, they're a Canadian wedding dress.
Okay.
No offense, Canadians. I'm just taking that phrase and putting a spin on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like them. I don't think they're interesting, and I think the material and fabric is weird looking, denim looking.
I kind of like the design of them.
I don't think denim is a good idol outfit.
Probably not unless they're in hot pants.
Yeah, but like just the blue jeans look is, I don't think very idly.
Yeah,
I
I
don't even
guess
know
I
how
can
you would
see that.
describe this because it's like a jean denim combo top, but it's like a half dress, and then they have a puffy skirt under it that's frilly.
Yeah, it's got
It's
like a.
like it's put together nicely, but I'm not sure if I like the combination of the two.
I don't think I like the like spangle, sparkly things on it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I
I think
guess
that's my biggest gripe with it.
they needed to flash it up a bit, so they're like, let's just add shiny shit.
Yeah, but it's not summer; it's winter.
It is.
Uh, Rayo said that denim summer dresses don't or shouldn't exist. And this does look more like a fall
This is a fall PV.
PV.
They shot it in like probably end of October or November ish.
I don't know. Does AKS ever shoot anything that far ahead?
I feel like they do, but I wouldn't know anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I know they wing it last minute, or they used to do that. I don't know if they still do
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, this one wasn't. I don't think this one was quite last minute. There's a little more planning into it
Yeah.
with
Well, the
them
planning's
visiting.
there's not much planning involved, is because it's hey, let's go to this really scenic town in the Setonai area and just film you eating like random fruits and throwing rocks with little boys.
Yeah, I mean that might have been spontaneous, but I think like the tangerines or whatever they are, the oranges. I think that was probably planned, just because they had to have somebody there, so
Yeah,
they
but
didn't
I'm
get
sure you can
arrested.
walk up
But
to any like lady picking fruits in this country town and be like, "Hey, can I film you like giving fruits to these girls?" And they'll be like, "Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck."
maybe, yeah. But just getting them on location and stuff, I think it took some planning.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Not a terrible bunch
Yeah, you
still,
can't just
but
show up and make this. I agree with you on that, but I'm just saying like it's not like you have to worry about the set or, anything like that. It's you just
yeah,
go there and then do your do your shit. No one has to
yeah,
make anything.
yeah. But logistically, I think it probably took a while.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're just gonna run out of places to film in the Setsunai area because now it's all running the same. Where, hey,
Mm,
here's a mountain next to the ocean, and here's a boat, and look at these farms. Look at this elderly lady who is picking fruit. Like, there's There's a formula here that I'm already getting tired of.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can definitely see that happen. And then it'll be, oh, here's the studio.
I mean, I would kind of prefer that. Just curious to see what they would do when their identity is so tied to a specific area where like nature and shit is like really important, and their whole concept is that they perform on a fucking boat or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Why don't they have a boat PV? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
How do they not like do like Halloween night, like do like a dance club thing but in a boat and fucking badass and exciting?
I'm with you on that.
What the fuck is this?
I'm with you on that.
Hey, I'm Okada Nana. I'm studying for college entrance exams. I'm sad. That shit is not fun or interesting.
Oh, hey, I had saxophone lessons today and I sucked balls.
I fucking suck. Look at how pretty the mountains are. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Why aren't they like on a boat clubbing and like popping E and like drinking 40s? Like, what the fuck?
Uh, because
That's the whole point, right? The concept is I'm on a boat, bitch.
Because Japan is not
Are,
that.
have they
nerdy.
not done that yet? Like the whole concept of like performing on boats? Is that did they just scrap that, or are they actually doing it?
From what I understood, their theater was supposed to be on a boat.
Okay, well that was the whole concept, right? It's like, oh, you go on a cruise and then they perform for you while you're on the cruise, right? That was the whole thing. Have they done that yet? Does anyone actually know?
I don't know. I have
That's
no
what I'm
idea.
curious about.
All I know is, I don't know. Maybe we should go watch the documentary.
No, I'm okay. No, I'm good. You can watch it. You can let me know what happens.
Apparently, I'm trying to figure out why STU-48 as a documentary when they haven't even. They've been around what, like 6 months?
Yeah, something like that. No, I'm thinking of the Lonely Island. Remember? I'm on a boat and it's going fast and
Yeah, their first PV was released in June of 2017,
yeah, I remember that PV. It was just like this PV.
and
Their second
before,
PV was the detergent commercial. I remember.
yeah. Wow, how does Sasaki Miyu not have? Or no, not Sasaki Miyu. Um. Oh jeez, I mean I have to look through the list of names now.
I don't know
Anyway,
anyone. So
I know Miyu, but Miyu is their nickname, and I didn't see her in this video.
no.
Um, no, I'm trying to think of the other one, and she's not showing up in this list that I'm seeing. So, yeah, I don't know why they haven't done the boat thing yet.
Isn't that the like obvious progression? Is like do a boat PV?
Yeah,
All these
yeah,
great ideas going to waste, man.
yeah. I could see that. Yeah,
It's fucking ridiculous.
especially if they used did a shot at night with
Yeah, hell yeah.
with underwater lighting in the see-through bottom boats.
Oh god, that's way too fancy.
Yeah.
But I don't think those like see-through boats are that big though.
I've seen some that are fairly large.
Really? I want it to
Yeah.
be like Royal Caribbean, fucking thousands of people
Yeah.
clubbing and drinking and like gambling and shit. That's what I want.
Yeah. I don't think they got anything quite that big.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Um,
That's why I was never sold on the idea because I wanted it to be huge, but
yeah, they say cruise, and I think it's more like, hey, here's a tour boat.
right, exactly. Like, hey, we're going down the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's one of those boats where like it's like a turnstile thing that powers it,
yeah.
you know.
What is this Hime You?
Aishiterabaru, Ryo mentions. Yeah. Yeah, but
I feel
Aishiterabaru is an amazing song. This song is it's
not.
good. It's not exciting. It's not in that vein. Aishiterabaru was a good PV because they were dancing on top of the water. That was dope.
Was it Aishita? I was thinking Emerald. Parela
Um, they're
Emerald.
they're rowing. Like
But
Taka Yakana was part of a crew team and she was rowing.
is it Aishita where they had the platform under the water that they were dancing on?
That was Aishiterabaru.
Okay.
Yep. That was a great PV because it was straightforward.
Yeah, that was good PV.
Really well shot. Members look good. So, all right. Anything else on this?
The members look okay in this one,
Yeah, but it's so dark. Like
but
the song is called Kurayami, which is like darkness. So it's dark PV too.
I thought that was SKE's song.
Darkness, yeah, it is. It's the one where they're dressed as dudes and they're coming out of a
And
curtain and they're dancing like dudes.
they're like really freaking dancing,
Yep.
not this lame ass arm waving inflatable.
They do the praise the sun move and they spin around.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's still a dance move. It's hilarious, but it is.
I think that's one of the things that's really started to get on my nerves with idol music is they're not dancing. They're like, oh, they took like 4 lessons of ballet and they can spin around kind of pretty.
I mean, I think it depends on the group. That
Yeah.
if you're asking that from a 48 group, then yeah, of course. That's not that's not their strength, you know.
Yeah.
If you want people to dance and sing, you want like fairies.
Yeah. But I don't like Fairies music.
Yeah, me neither. Not all the time. Maybe have like 3 songs by them. So yeah. All right, you want to rate it?
I mean, it's average. The song is like a 75, 76. I'm not hot on it. Actually, I'm not even sure I'd go that high. I'd probably give this song like a 68. Yeah, because I don't feel this song at all. The PV I'd give like a 74. It's okay. It's not filtered terribly. There's
Great
only
compliment.
there's only a few shots that have Japan filter on it. You know. Yeah, I mean it's not an exciting PV.
No.
I wanted to see the one girl slap the other girl on the rooftop, but it didn't happen. So
Nope.
no excitement there. So yeah, it's like a 68.
PV for me, it's not fun. It's not interesting. It's really dark, which yeah, it makes sense with the title of the song. But I think it's as a package way better than what we talked about like a week or two ago with Last Idol. Last Idol is in my up next for YouTube. They have 638,000 views and their like to dislike ratio is 7-1, while this one is 1-1 somehow. So people really fucking hate this thing, I think. But I don't see it. I think this is more enjoyable than like anything Last Idol ever did. So I think it's kind of weird seeing that. I just compared it and it was kind of funny. I'll give the PV a what score should I give it? I feel like I give it a score, but like a 60. It's not fun. Song, I'll give a 82. It is a really good one of those up-tempo ballad piano shits that, you know, groups like Nogizaka and, you know, those groups like to do. So, yeah. I'm usually not a big fan, but I think this one caught me very quickly. So I think it's melodically very strong. That's ST48 Kurayami, and that's all the PVs we're gonna talk about.
Is this STU's second single?
It is their first official single, I think.
It's their first major then.
Yeah, I think the two
Okay.
previous PVs we talked about were not official singles. Yeah, it's a major debut.
Okay.
So that's it for the show. But before we end the show, we're gonna pick the MVP of the night. It's gonna it's gonna be tough, I think, tonight. I don't think I have anything I want to bat for, but there wasn't anything like completely terrible or like not
Mm,
good outside of Kikkawa You. I think everything
yeah.
else was
Okay.
fine. Yeah,
I wouldn't vote for Hime Kyun.
yeah, I probably wouldn't either.
Yeah, Kikkawa Yu's Toki Mei whatever, and Hime Kyun are probably the worst.
Kikkawa You's both. I wouldn't vote.
Distortion's song was okay, but
Yeah, but that PV is a sleeper.
yeah,
Snoozer, man.
I I think I'd go with Cyber.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Cyber and LinQ and
Yeah,
STU. I think they're all. Cyber wasn't flawed. I just thought it was kind of plain. Like, it wasn't super interesting to watch. But, like,
I'm
STU is incredibly flawed, like, PV wise, I
yeah
think. You don't like the song, so I wouldn't vote for it. LinQ was flawed that it was just super straightforward and not fun or exciting.
yeah
Just kind of there.
yep
At least Cyber had, a decent song. PV looked nice. So, yeah, I'm
yeah
okay with Cyber.
yeah. I think I'd go Cyber for number one, and then Link,
Yeah,
and then I'd probably go with Distortion for number three.
yeah. I'd probably swap STU and out with LinQ for me. But, yeah. All right, so Cyber's Hello New Generation is the MVP of the week. If you're part of Cyber Management, you know me. You know me, hit us up. You know me. No, you don't. You don't know me. But yeah, reach out to us. We'll send you guys a nice little care package. We stream every Saturday night around 7 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/ New School Kaidan and youtube.com/ New School Kaidan. Follow New School Kaidan on Twitter at New School Kaidan. Me on Twitter at Yoshirect and Draco at Draco60. We do have a Discord where you can chat with our community and talk about whatever you want. Life shit, video games, idols, whatever. So that's gonna be the link's gonna be in the show notes for that. And yeah, that's gonna do it for the show. Anything else, Draco?
No, I think that's it.
Cool. All right. So that's the end of 2017, folks, and we'll see you guys in 2018.
Later.